It's Wednesday night, just past 8, which means it's time for us to put our rugby nerds to the test. This is the ultimate rugby quiz. Right, good evening everybody, and this is Pool B of the Ultimate Rugby Quiz. My name is Richard and thank you for joining us on YouTube or our Twitter stream. Right, I'm not going to waste any time. Let's get straight into it and welcome our players for the evening. As they say in the Eastern Cape, everything comes in good pairs, such as Makazole Mapimpi and Lucanio M. This evening, first up are one half of our Eastern Cape duo, Kenneth Oosthuizen. Kenneth, welcome to the Ultimate Rugby Quiz.
Hey guys.
So thanks for being here. Well, with that, if we've got one Eastern Cape boy, it means we need a second one to fill up our duo. Wim Skuman, also joining us from the Eastern Cape.
Ja, soos hulle sê, hier jag jy onder 2-2.
Great. Dankie dat jy ons gejoin het vanaand, Wim. Next up, Twitter followers would definitely know him if you follow rugby Twitter. It's the Encyclopedia Britannica of youth rugby, all the way from Nottingham, Adrian Slabbert.
Good evening. Hello, everyone.
How's it? Thanks for joining us, Adrian. Next up, trying to give us some journalistic integrity for the evening, it's SA Rugby Mag's very own Dylan Jack.
Evening, everyone.
How's it, Dylan? Thanks for joining us. Right, and then last but not least, he was the runner-up in our predecessor tournament. Coming all the way from Cape Town, it's the David Hasselhoff of German rugby, William Solomon. How's it, William? Thanks for joining us. Awesome. Great. Thanks, man. Right, so let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into the evening. First up, let's see how the Ultimate Rugby Quiz will work. We're going to have 7 rounds of rugby-based Q&A games. Players will score points in a similar structure as they would in a proper rugby match. The top 2 point scorers at the end of our 7 rounds will move forward to our final playoff round. From there, the points will be carried forward, where at the end of the playoff round, a pool or match winner will be crowned. As we know, our pool winner or match winner for this evening will move straight up into the final, where the runner-up will need to wait to see as the best runner-up will join in the final. Currently, from Pool A, the score to beat for the best runner-up currently, 48 by Xavier Murray last week. Right, so last important matter before we get started, our match laws. Because rugby doesn't have rules, it's got laws. Law number 1, banter is encouraged. So please give your fellow competitors a bit of grief to keep this interesting. Law number 2, Google at your own peril. I can promise you, if you try to Google, time will catch you out. And then finally, law number 3, have a drink in close proximity. It can become a long evening. Right, if everybody's ready, let's get started with our coin toss. So our coin toss works. I'm going to put a question up. The goal of this is to get as close as possible to the correct answer, as that's going to determine our running order for the evening. Our question, everybody get their keypads ready. What was the official attendance of the 2021 Major League Rugby final between LA Giltinis and Rugby ATL? Some love coming in from Angus. He says, good luck, gents. And we've got our first finalist joining us in for this evening, Shauna Legend, getting the boys pumped up. Right, we've got 19 seconds left, gents. Get those answers ready. Before we get started, Dylan getting some love from Shauna again. Says he's already taking a back seat in that red jersey. Right, let's get ready and see what scores our gentlemen gave us this evening. So Vim coming in on 12,500, Dylan giving us 7,000, William giving us 8,745, and Kenneth going for a mammoth 35,000 for Major League Rugby.
Hey, wish I.
Our correct answer there was 7,389.
I got lost.
Which means Dylan will take the first go, followed by William, Vim, Adrian, and Kenneth. Right, so
Okay,
that's
so
our
good Erasmus, so.
You know.
Right, Jen, so that's going to be our running order for our kickoff game. So the kickoff game, that's your first opportunity to get some points on the board. We're going to cover a certain topic with this, and we're going to take our point toss running order to determine who answers first. Right, our kickoff board for Pool B on this evening is going to be Gallagher Premiership Home Grounds.
I know.
Man.
Right, so if we get started there, we're just waiting for our technical difficulties to come up there. Right, I give you the home grounds name. You need to tell me who the home team is. As you'll see, our gold badges on top were 7 points. That's our most difficult questions for the round. The 5 points are silvers for the middle round, and 3 points are bronze badges. So Dylan, as you got closest to the correct answer in our point toss, you get to choose which one do you want to answer first. So I need the home team's name on this one.
Okay. I'm going to go for 6 ways. And I'm going to go Worcester Warriors.
Dylan going 6 Ways Stadium on top, Worcester Warriors. And that's Worcester Warriors. Great. Next up, William.
This is like my worst category, but can I talk? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can go.
Okay.
You are on the screen.
Twickenham Stoop. I think that might be Harlequins.
And William playing it conservatively, paying off, putting scoreboard pressure on. The Harlequins it is. Next up, Adrian.
I am going for Brentford Community, 7 points.
And that will be,
London Irish.
and the correct answer there, London Irish. So Adrian off the mark with 7 points. Next up, Vim.
Okay, I'm going for the recreation ground. Oh no, sorry, Franklin's Gardens.
And Franklin's Gardens belongs to?
Kobus Ranach's old team. Yes, you gotta be kidding me now.
Oh my goodness.
Northampton
Jy
Saints,
sal
sorry.
gespeel het in onder 15, Wim.
Hey?
Right, Northampton
Net omdat jy
Saints.
sal gespeel het in onder 15.
Exactly.
Sorry, gents, we just had a bit of a problem there. And the Franklin's Gardens belongs to that is Northampton Saints. We seem to have a technical difficulty, so I will give you your Northampton Saints there.
Thank you.
All right, so let's just get back to our. So we've got Brentford Community, 6 Way Stadium, and there we go. No, sorry about that, gents. It seems like the bug has struck early this evening.
Close your eyes,
Six-way
everyone.
stadium.
Come on. It's only fair.
Pak jy myne, Richard.
Okay, let's get back to that.
Wow.
We have some proper technical difficulties. Right, next up, Kenneth. If we get this up on the screen. Yes, so let's just go with you, Kenneth. We know what's been taken
Mag ek vir
already.
jy sê in die Park Exeter Chiefs wat jy vir my gewys het?
Ja, ek het ons baie vinnig gewees.
No, Shane, that's not right.
No,
I'll
it
give
is
you
because
Exeter
I mean,
Chiefs.
yeah.
I'll give
Okay,
you Exeter Chiefs for that, Kenneth.
thank
And
you.
you give-
I'll say.
But we're running in reverse order, which means
the
the next one, we're running reverse order. So Kenneth, jy gaan weer vir ons speel.
Okay.
En wat vat jy volgende?
Recreation ground is Bath.
En dit
Nog
is
5
Bath.
punte.
So dit is nog 5 punte vir Kenneth. En Adrian, next up.
Going for 7 points again. Kingston Park, and that's Newcastle.
Newcastle Falcons.
Falcons, sorry. Newcastle Falcons.
Yes, no, Newcastle is fine. So that means next up, Wim.
Going with Ashton Gate, that has to be Bristol Bears. Also
So
in-
Ashton Gate is in fact Bristol Bears. That's correct. So next up, William.
Which ones are available? Are there ones that? Which ones not available? Which ones are available?
So let's quickly see. We've got Brentford Community has been taken. Six-Way Stadium has been taken. Franklin Gardens, and now of course it wants to work. And Twickenham Stoop has been taken. You are left with Stone X, AJ Bell, or Kingsholm Stadium.
Sure. Let's go Stone X. Actually, don't even know the answer. Leicester Tigers.
Okay, Stone X Stadium. And that's Saracens.
That was my other guess.
And Dylan, you are left with AJ Bell or Kingsholm Stadium.
I wanted to go for Newcastle Falcons on ground, but that's okay. Thanks very much for stealing that one. I'm just going to go for AJ Bell and Sale Sharks.
AJ Bell. And that is Sale Sharks. So Dylan with a 5-pointer there. Right, so this makes for interesting reading after our first round, as Adrian has taken the lead on 14, followed by Dylan with 12, the Eastern Cape duo on 10-10, and William with some catching up tonight on 3 at the moment. So if we just update our scoreboards, everybody get their drinks ready, as we're going to be moving on to the players round. So if we quickly update our score, we've got Adrian 14, Dylan on 12, on 10, and on our players round, the first game we're going to be playing, it's an old favorite. Who am I? So for those of you who don't know how Who Am I works, the objective here is to name the player. Now I'm going to provide you with 5 clues, all related to the same player. Now the points are going to be scored on a sliding scale based on your clue number. And of course, as we said, any incorrect answer will override a previous correct answer, as Adrian learned in our preseason rounds. So what that means is, if you are confident you've got the correct answer, then you do not change it on the following clue, as that clue would override a previously given clue. So our point sliding scale, clue number 1, getting it right on clue number 1 will be worth a 7 points. Clue number 2, 5, 3, 3, and then 2 and 1. Everybody get those fingers ready. Let's get going. So clue number 1. I'm the only player born in American Samoa to have won a Rugby World Cup. So 30 seconds on clue number 5, on clue number 1 before it closes up, and clue number 2 gets available.
Sure.
Do we shout out when we know, or how does this work?
No, you answer on the dialogue app.
Okay.
So you'll
okay,
see on
okay,
the
okay.
app itself, clue number 1 comes up, and you just click on clue number 1 and you answer it.
Ah, okay.
Right, the time is up. Moving on. Clue number 2. I was crowned IRB Under 21 Player of the Year in 2004. Remember to focus on the background as well, as the more clues become available, some Easter eggs are given on the player. Right, and clue number 3. I made my All Blacks debut in 2004 against the Barbarians at Twickenham. So there we've got born in American Samoa, under 21 player of the year. Same year, making his All Blacks debut.
Sure.
Right, gents. So moving on to clue number 4. Despite being able to play lock, I was predominantly used as a loose forward. And the 30 seconds becoming available. Seems like we've got some few worrying faces up there. Adrian looking quite smug at the bottom. It's almost as if he feels he's got it.
I'm unsure now.
Right, and moving on. Our last clue. I wore the number 6 All Black jersey in 2 consecutive Rugby World Cup finals.
Sure.
William, you stumped a bit there at the bottom.
Tough one.
Okay, right, and that's it. So let's see how our players scored on our Who Am I round. Clue number 1, we have no takers on clue number 1. Clue number 2, we've got Adrian Slubbert. That came in with a Jerome Kino. And we've got Dylan Jack that came in with a Jerome Kino. Kenneth and Vim saying they've got no idea on that one. Let's move on. Clue number 3. Vim coming on clue number 3 with a Jerome Kino. Followed up by a Kenneth that says Jerry Collins on clue number 4. And then finally Kenneth on clue number 5 saying Jerome Kino.
I also said Jerome Kino on clue number 5.
On clue number 5. Okay.
Yeah. But I don't
We'll just check it, but I'll give it to you there as an act of good faith for the game we're playing. Right. Let's see what our gentleman said. Who is the player this evening? It's in fact
Jerome.
Jerome Kino.
Just a bit of trivia. He follows me on Twitter, so there we go. How can I
Oh,
forget
you
about
actually need to take a...
Did you have to choose a photo of him running through a springbok?
It's almost like he's punching Lurt there.
Right, I think, Adrian, we need to take a screenshot for you to post on your Twitter for this.
Oh, you got to.
Okay, right, so let's take a screenshot and send it to you. Right, next up,
Thanks, Richard.
let's move on to our players board. So if we just check our running order, how the order has changed, or has it changed, or has it stayed the same? We've got Adrian on 19, Dylan on 17, Vim taking a slight lead over Kenneth on 13, playing 11, and William on 4. So, of course, our players round, same format, our running order decides, and you dictate which one you want to answer first. Also, just to keep in mind on our board rounds, we've got our 50-22 call and interception that's available to each player. So with the 50-22 call, how this works is you are allowed 1 call to make. So once any player on a question has used up their 22 seconds to answer and they were unable to give the correct answer, You just shout, you'll want to use your 50-22 and you get to answer the question and take the points. Interception. So you'll see across the 3 games, on each of the 3 boards, there's 2 blocks that's marked as interception blocks. If you choose an interception block, any of the other players are allowed to intercept your question and answer it instead of you. Now the catch with our interceptions comes in. Of course, the interception that's successful is worth a lot. An unsuccessful interception, as we've seen, means penalties. So if you successfully intercept and you get the question right, you take the points. Unsuccessful interception, even though your opponent was unable to answer the question, they get given the full points for that specific round. So think wisely about using that, and across the 3 boards, you've got 1 of each available. Let's get going on our player boards. We've got Adrian running first on the player boards. So Adrian, which player's question do you want to answer? Understanding it works the same 7, 5 and 3 formats.
I'm going big. Waisaki no Holo.
Going for Waisaki no Holo.
Oof.
So I'll just wait for Waisaki no Holo to load. So despite not making the team for the 2015 Rugby World Cup final, Naholo did win another World Rugby Sanctioned tournament in a New Zealand jersey. Which tournament did he win?
Would have been 7s. World 7s? World Cup 7s?
Okay, you're giving us World Cup 7s. The correct answer there is Rugby World Cup 7s.
Did you need the date? You didn't need the date, did you?
I didn't need the date. That's just in brackets for anybody that was willing to follow, that was wondering about that. So next up, Dylan, we are on to you.
Let's also go big JDV.
John de Villiers.
Better be tough.
Interception. William decides he's going to take his interception straight away. So this could be paid off quite handsomely. So despite having announced his retirement from international rugby at the end of the 2015 World Cup, which club did he make a further 2 appearances for afterwards?
I think it was Leicester.
Can I intercept? No. Oh.
William going for
Good
Leicester?
intercept, though.
I can't intercept an interception. You can't intercept an interception, can you?
No, none of it's already been played.
All right, sorry.
But it can happen in real rugby, man.
It would be pretty funny,
And the
wouldn't it?
correct answer there is
22 interception.
Leicester. So William getting the points on that one. So next up, we've got Vim. So Vim, your choice.
Oof. Going for Jamie Roberts.
Vim going for a 5-pointer on Jamie Roberts. So at the age of 35, Jamie Roberts signed with which Australian Super Rugby side for the 2022 season?
He signed for the Western Force.
Negative.
And the correct answer there is the New South Wales Waratahs. Kenneth.
Kennedy Tsimba. Let's go for something sort of safe and hope I can guess it.
Okay, Kenneth going for Kennedy Simba. And it's an interception again. Going once. Going twice. Kenneth, you get to keep that one. So, despite spending the majority of his pro career in South Africa, which country did Simba represent during the 1997 Rugby World Cup Sevens?
I have no clue. I'm going to go Zimbabwe.
Kenneth going with Zimbabwe. Correct answer there is, while we wait for that to load, Zimbabwe.
Oh, victory.
Right. And we at with William. So William, you've got 2 consecutively, remember, as we are going to be turning around. So your first one, William.
Let's go Nagalibuki.
William going big with Sarili Nakalabuki. So in 2007, Nakalabuki was banned from playing rugby for 3 months after testing positive for which substance during the 2006 George Sevens?
I don't know any substances, bro. I don't know. I don't even know any substance. Nandrolone, is that one?
Okay, Well, we've already given an answer before that. The correct answer there. Cannabis.
Oof. The reefer.
I actually do remember that.
Right, and reverse order, Williams, which means you are going first again.
Let's go Bramstein.
William going for Bramstein. So before moving to Italy at the end of the 2012 season, which South African provincial side did Bramstein make 2 senior appearances for?
Sharks.
Correct answer there is the Sharks.
Booyah!
Next up, Kenneth.
I'm sticking to the easy stuff and trying to guess John Eels.
Right, so Kenneth trying to board up scoreboard pressure there. What was the nickname given to John Eels during his playing days?
No idea.
No idea is pretty close. It was nobody, because nobody's
Oh.
perfect.
Richard.
Oh. That's close enough.
You've
isn't
given
it?
us a 50-22 on that one, man.
Right. Next up, Vim.
I'm also gonna stick with try and get the easier stuff. Scoreboard pressure. So let's go with Michael Leach.
Michael Leach. Right. Which New Zealand-based Super Rugby side did Michael Leach make 34 appearances for?
Kom by my, jy ken dit man.
The Blues.
Negative.
The correct answer there is
Nee man, Wim.
the
Nee man,
Chiefs.
Wim maar.
Ag, kom aan. Ja, jy's reg geken dit. I know this stuff.
Dylan,
Was it my go?
it's your turn.
I kind of have to keep up the pace here, so after I've messed that one up. So Matt Dawson.
Ah, damn it.
Dylan going for Matt Dawson. So we're just waiting for Matt Dawson to come up on the screen.
Or maybe
So
not.
Dawson's career nearly ended after sustaining a neck injury during their 53-3 win against South Africa in November 2002. Who was the player that headbutted him to cause the injury?
Corne Krika, I think it was.
The correct answer there is Corne Krige.
Richard, can you hear me?
Yes.
That should be like a 1-point answer. There was nobody else in 2002 that was
Hey man, we
If
can
we can
still...
find you, Richard, I mean, you can't bring stuff like that up. You can't bring record 53-3 losses up. I mean,
Hey, we need to learn
Terrible,
and live,
man.
eh? Next up,
Yeah.
We're
Adrian.
trying to let go of that trauma, and you just bring it
yeah,
up.
yes. It's no
Just
deep.
survived. Kian Healy, yeah. 5 points.
Kian Ely. So, going for our last 5-pointer on Kian Ely. Since 2007, Kian Ely has made 232 appearances for which Irish province?
Leinster.
Correct
shit.
answer there is
I think it was. Damn it, I think I might have got it wrong. No.
Leinster.
I got.
Right, so moving on. Before we move on to our next round, let's quickly tally up the scoreboards. So, Adrian, he is still taking the lead there on 31, followed by Dylan on 22. William with a fantastic round there, well, narrowing the gap there on 16. And then Kenneth leapfrogging Vim up from 14 with Vim on 13. If everybody's ready, we are going to move on to the teams round. So for our teams round, first up we're going to have our game on dialogue loop. So everybody get your apps ready. We're going to be playing Bomb Squad. So the key with Bomb Squad is I'm going to give you a team from a memorable match. Your goal is to fill in the blank players that we leave out. Now the key with the Bomb Squad is because of the impact they make, your substitutions are worth 2 points and starting players worth 1 point. Everybody ready? Let's play Bomb Squad. Now the reason I've got that team up is our team for the evening is the last Australian team to win the Bledisloe Cup.
Yeah.
So we're going to be playing the Australia 16, New Zealand 14, 2002 Bledisloe Cup team that we're going to fill in.
That's tougher.
Yeah.
Face.
And we're going to start off with our bomb squad forwards.
That's tricky.
Right, so tight head prop 7 and 8.
Oh,
Sorry, is everybody answering?
Everybody's
Yeah, sorry.
answering.
Yeah.
So your app's ready. Let's get answering. Right, everybody ready? We are moving on to our bomb squad backline. So for our backline, scrum half, left wing, and fullback. Who were the players in that memorable Australian team that Australians probably can't stop talking about for 20 years now?
oh. I can't believe that. Oh,
Sure.
Adrian feels like he's kicking himself there.
I didn't see. Oh, what a schoolboy error.
I think I almost did the same thing as you, Adrian.
With 15, eh?
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at the rest of the team. Letting myself down, yeah, big time.
Right, and let's finalize everything with our bomb squad.
Bench. No.
So these two bench players are worth 2 points each. So 2022. Keeping in mind there were 22 players in the squad back in 2002.
Oh, please. Please. Talk to me.
Right, so let's quickly get going with our checking our scores. So we've got on number 3, got Vim giving us James Slipper, William with Richard Harry, Matt Dunning, and 2 no ideas. The correct answer,
Someone mad.
Patricia Noriega.
It's not even a real person.
The general.
You're just making stuff up. Eh?
That's not a real person.
Actually, if you go and check, Noriega is one of the few players in this century that's actually played for 2 national teams. So he played for
Oh.
Argentina
Yeah,
before
Yeah.
moving to Australia
Good
and
player.
representing the Wallabies.
tougher.
Next up, number 7. So we've got Vim with George Smith, William George Smith. We've got a full house on George Smith.
Come on, George
Either
Smith.
everybody's in
Georgie.
everybody's in the green or everybody's in the red. The correct answer there being
Yeah.
George Smith.
Oh,
King George.
Next up. So again, we've got a full house except for Adrian.
I can remember.
Kefo.
Get
Both of
in.
us spelled his name wrong.
Next up, a trick question that nobody fell for. George Gregan.
Yep, had to be.
At least I spelled his name right.
The problem is, I
Next
mean,
up,
there's only one scrum off from Australia that you know.
Ah.
That's George Regan. I mean, nobody even
Nick
knows
White.
who Nick White is.
exactly. Now let's get to our bomb squads. Right, so we've got Adrian with Joe Roth, William Joe Roth, Kenneth with Joe Roth, Dylan going way out there with Sterling Mortlock, and Vim bringing up another player from that era, Wendell
Wow.
Saylor. The correct answer there being Sterling Mortlock.
Oh,
No way.
Oh, Dylan, you beauty.
Yo.
Next up, we've got our
I said I
fullback.
cocked it up there.
Adrian with Burke, who was
I
the
didn't see his
speaker
name
on
at
the day.
13. I didn't see his name at 13.
So William
no,
giving us
man.
Chris Latham. Kenneth giving us
I missed my
Chris
bomb squad,
Latham.
obviously.
And Dylan giving us Chris Latham.
It's
The
late.
correct answer there. Chris Latham. And Vim, that was about 3 years before Adam Ashley Cooper made his Super Rugby debut to just as a bit of an extra pointer there. Next up,
Thought I
we've
saw
got
him
our
on
bomb
the
squad
picture.
with 2 points. So Dylan giving us Chris Whittaker. We've got William giving us Chris Whittaker. Adrian giving us Chris Whittaker. And Owen Finnegan from Kenneth Oosthuizen, which was actually in the starting lineup. Let's see. The correct
Wow.
answer
Adrian,
is
not alone.
Chris Whittaker.
Did you know his nickname was Anthems? Because that's all he did. Because he was stuck
Sing
behind George. Yeah.
But that was actually one of my questions or thoughts that I had in the week. Who was the most paid test player by minute? In terms of, if you think about match fees for the minutes played, was it Chris Whittaker or was it Anyani Shimangi?
Got to be Chris Whittaker.
And Yanni had more
So-
caps than minutes.
Right, so let's quickly get to number 23, number 22, sorry, number 23, same player. So Dylan is giving us Matt Rogers.
Good shot.
William Wendell Saylor, Agent Jason Little, the rest no idea. The correct answer there, Matt Rogers. So Dylan having a blinder of a round there before we move on.
The Survivor champion.
Sheesh. He's keen to win this pool, isn't he? Dylan?
So if we
Well,
quickly
we'll
recap our
almost-
scores, there's been a major closing of the gap at the front as Adrian's lead has shrunk from 35 with Dylan on 30, William hot on their heels on 22, Kenneth still edging out Vim by 18 points to 16.
Rich, can you just give me a minute?
Sorry?
Can you just give me 1 minute? I'll be back.
Yep, sure. Let's take a
Cool.
break, gents.
What a break.
While we wait for William, let's see if there's any further comments from our adoring players watching. Still,
Go be
Angus. Yeah, let's quickly take a quick break. Angus, who actually said that he studied a lot of these things last night. He's probably mad that he's not playing tonight, as he's up in our pool of death next weekend. Shauno probably feeling very, very comfortable there, sitting at home, knowing he's already got a place in the final. And so far, our other gents being a bit shy this evening. Right, William is back. We are just waiting.
Yeah.
Kenneth is back as well.
Yeah, I'm back.
And we are ready for our teams round. So same thing with our teams. We got our running order for teams, which will be Adrian, followed by Dylan, followed by William, Vim, and and then Kenneth and Vim making up the back. So Vim, we're going to be doing the turnaround with you. Before we get going, Dylan getting some love
Whoa.
from his fellow SA Rugby Mag colleague, as well as our champion of last season, Jean-Andre Hubert, who's edging on with Dylan tonight. Right, so is everybody ready? let's get going with our team's board. Right, I've put the teams on the board for you. So far, nobody's used their 50-22s. William has used his interception, so the rest are all available. And Adrian, you are up first.
I'm going big. La Rochelle, 7 points.
Adrian going La Rochelle for 7 points. Name the current head coach of La Rochelle.
Ronan O'Gara.
Correct answer there. Ronan O'Gara.
I almost called him Ronan O'Gambler because I know he used to like throwing money around.
Right, next up Dylan.
Let's go Monster.
Oh, he's got some catch
Going for
on.
Munster. So the big boys trying to get the big scores going. So despite Thorman Park being their primary home ground, Munster has a secondary home ground that also hosts minor URC games. What's this ground called?
If I'm not mistaken, I've done this before, so for the board. Musgrave Park?
Correct answer there.
Jesus.
Musgrave Park. Right, William, pressure on you.
I can't. Sure. Rattles. Let's go. Yeah, let's go for Wales.
William going for Wales. And it's an interception. Going once. Going twice.
I'll take it.
Vim going for.
Like a Vim
Remember,
up.
Vim, if you get this wrong, William gets the points. Name the top point scorer in international rugby for Wales.
Sure.
It has to be either Jenkins or Bigger. No, isn't it Leo Halfpenny?
Okay,
Yeah,
your final.
Fair.
Is that your
Right.
final answer?
Yes.
Ethan Jenkins.
Final one.
Okay, you go. Vim going for Lee Halfpenny. Neil Jenkins.
Oh.
Oh,
Come on! No!
William getting the points with that one.
The wing
No.
guy.
I didn't know that one.
Kenneth.
Kom ons gaan vir die Springboks.
Kenneth going for the Springboks. In which city did the Springboks play their first ever away game in 1906?
Yo. I think they went to England, but I'm not sure. Let's go London. I don't know. London.
Okay, so the 50-22, not counting there as an answer was given beforehand. The correct answer there.
Please at least be England. Come on.
That was
Oh, it's
Glasgow.
close enough.
Vim, we are
It's
back
okay.
with you.
Okay, didn't get the 7 points. I'm right for that.
Sorry, we just had some load shedding, so I just had to sort that out quickly. Is it
Perfect,
me?
you're back there, Vim. Yes, we are back with you. So we've got 3 5-pointers and 4 3-pointers remaining.
Going for Harlequins.
Vim going for Harlequins. So the Harlequins' home ground, the Twickenham Stoop, is named after which famous former England international?
Wait.
No idea. No idea. Like none. Sorry.
No answer there. Well, let's quickly wait. That means anybody that wants to take that as a 50-22?
Yeah.
I'll have a go.
Dylan, that says he's going to go for the 50-22 on that one. As them being unable to give us an answer.
Might as well. Sure. I screwed Adrian Stoop. Let's try Adrian, because Adrian's on top of me. Adrian.
Okay. Adrian Stoop.
No way!
What?
No!
You're kidding.
No
We-
way!
Adrian Stoop.
Did you guess
Yes!
that? No.
Did you just guess that, Dylan?
That was a massive guess.
No.
Wow.
That's ridiculous. I've never heard anything like that. Well done.
Well, I
Oh.
cannot believe that. But Vim, we're running reverse order with you again.
Ah.
Okay, just go for the Sharks.
I just,
Vim,
Sharks.
Sharks.
Vim going for the Sharks. Right, so in which year did the Sharks as a union win their first ever Currie Cup title?
Yo. It's a 3-pointer from the corner.
Yeah, no, bro, that's like, from the B field, trying to get it over. 1991.
Okay, you gave us an answer before that, so the 50-22 not counting there. So close,
Oh.
Vim. 1990.
So close.
Oh,
And Kenneth, you are up
I'll
next.
go Highlanders.
Kenneth going Highlanders. Right, so which color did the Highlanders change their home kit to in 2011 before public
green?
outcry caused them to backtrack on their decision?
Green.
Okay, Kenneth going for green. Correct answer there. It's lime green.
Please tell me that counts.
I will give you 2 points for that.
Oh.
wow.
Right, William.
Let's go for Lelos.
Lelos. So William going for a 5-pointer for Lelos. So the team's nickname Lelos comes from the Lelo Bertie, which is a traditional Georgian sport with strong similarities to rugby. Lelo has also been adopted as the Georgian word for which act of scoring? William, you there with us?
A try.
Try. Okay, William going for a try. And it's a try. Right, Dylan, you're up next.
I'm gonna go Edinburgh.
Dylan going for Edinburgh. Right, so what year is given on Edinburgh's logo as the team's founding year?
Good luck.
Oh, wow. So it's gonna be quite an old team, isn't it? 1872.
Unfortunately, time ran out on you on that one.
I got it just in.
Unfortunately, it was when you started giving it already. I have to be fair on everybody with that. But Dylan, if it wasn't for time, we see.
No.
Unfortunately, you got the buzzer just beat you there. Right, and Adrian, last one for you. So either Old Glory DC or New South Wales Waratahs.
Waratahs.
So Adrian going for New South Wales Waratahs. And it's an interception. So we've got 3 people that can still intercept. Dylan, Adrian, or Kenneth. Anybody
Intercept.
willing to? And Dylan
Can't
going
intercept my
straight in
own
for
one.
the intercept. In which year did the New South Wales Waratahs win their first ever Super Rugby title?
Indeed. Their first ever one.
Yes.
I have no idea with this one, and I don't want to get it wrong, otherwise I give points away. Shit. 2005.
Unfortunately, sorry, time running out on there again. And the correct answer there. No, sorry, that's not that one.
What? Gremlins are back.
I get the points, don't I? Because you failed.
Yep, you get the points.
Yes, thanks, Dylan.
This has just
And
been
the
a
correct
terrible
answer there-
last 2 hours for me.
Sorry, gents, we are still having some trouble there, but the correct answer there being 2014. Still,
Ah.
even getting the points on that. round.
Would have been my
Reminder.
first answer. Sorry, Dylan.
So while we just quickly go back there, let's recap what our scores are so far. So, Adrian, the gap closing on top there, playing 45 to Dylan's 42. William playing, still catching up quite dramatically to them, as he's gone up to 32. Kenneth still taking the Eastern Cape lead over Vim, playing 20 to 16. Right, so as we just get our slides ready, sorry for that, gentlemen, while we just get back and we move on to just wait for this to start, as we are going to be playing TMO referral next. So our TMO referral will work. It's going to be a rugby's twist on true or false. So I'm going to give you 5 statements or decisions, and you need to tell me is the statement true, which is a try, false, and no try. So 5 points up for grabs in this section. So there's a 1 per decision. Think wisely. Let's go. Right, so decision number 1. In 2008, the Barbarians rugby team broke with tradition when instead of players wearing their own club socks, the whole team instead wore the socks of the Cornwall Rugby Union. Right, gents, remember you use the dialogue app for these ones.
Richard, I haven't got the pop-up yet, eh? Oh, there it comes. Awesome.
Okay. Right, so decision number 2. In 1994, Waisali Serevi was set to join the Brisbane Crushers in the Australian Rugby League. However, he decided to rather stay with his Japanese Rugby Union club after pressure from Fiji's Methodist Church for him to continue playing Union instead of League. Did this really happen, or is that one hell of a fabrication? So, decision number 3. Despite winning 39 World Sevens Cup finals, the South African Rugby Sevens team has never been able to win the Hong Kong Sevens tournament. Try or no try? Decision number 4. Antoine Dupont became the first player to win both World Rugby Junior Player of the Year and World Rugby Player of the Year during his career. And decision number 5. The term Gary Owen for a very high up and under was derived from Irish fullback Gareth or Gary Owen, who started using the tactic in 1890.
At this point, I've got no idea.
Right, gents, remember at least you've got a 50-50 chance if you are struggling with this round.
Thanks, Richard.
It's a pleasure, William.
Always helping us.
Right, so let's go. So in 2008, the Barbarians rugby team broke with tradition when instead of players wearing their own club socks, the whole team instead wore the socks of the Cornwall Rugby Union. So we've got Adrian saying that's false, Vim saying that's false, Kenneth saying that's a try, William saying that's a try, as well as Dylan saying that's a try.
Yeah, try.
With that one,
Yeah, try.
it's a try. Next up, in 1994, why Sally Serevi was set to join the Brisbane Crushers in the Australian Rugby League. However, he decided to stay with his Japanese rugby union club after pressure from Fiji's Methodist Church to continue playing rugby union. So Adrian saying that is a try, Vim calling no try, Kenneth calling a try, William calling no try, and Dylan calling a try. Correct answer there. That actually did happen, seeing as the Pacific Islanders are very religious.
I thought it has to be stranger than fiction, eh?
No, that actually did happen. He signed to play rugby league, but then pressure from Fiji's church to say he must play rugby union made him change the decision. Right, moving on. So, despite winning 39 World Sevens Cup finals, the South African Rugby Sevens team has never been able to win the Hong Kong Sevens. So, we've got only 2 people calling a try, Kenneth and William calling for a try, the rest saying that it's a no try. And in fact, it's a try, as South Africa has never won the Hong Kong Sevens, despite all that illustrious World Sevens career so far.
Sheesh.
Yes.
So Antoine Dupont became the first player to win both World Rugby Junior Player of the Year and World Rugby Player of the Year in his career. So Vermin, the Eastern Cape boys calling for a try.
So it's not a try.
Adrian Slubbert saying it's a try. Sorry, saying it's not a try. William saying it's not a try.
Not a
And
try.
Dylan saying it's not a try. Correct answer there.
Come on, Vima. Oh,
That's not a try. And then finally, the term Gary Owen for a high up and under was derived from Irish fullback Gareth Owen, who started using the tactic in 1890. So Adrian saying that's a try, Vim saying that's a try, Kenneth and William calling no try with that one. And then finally, Dylan saying that is a try. That's no try. And the term actually derives from Gary Owen Rugby Club in Ireland, that where a couple of the players started doing up and unders, and the term was named after the club. So before we move on to our next round, let's quickly tally our scores and see where we are. So the gap's actually getting smaller, ever slowly but surely. So all to play for in the last round, as we've got
really.
Adrian on 47, Dylan on 45, William on 36, Kenneth on 24, and Vim on 16. So Vim calling every one of the TMO referrals with a 50-50 call. Vim, that's amazing. That's really... Right.
Oh.
So, getting to our last proper game. This is our Rugby Showdown game. As this is where we've got a bunch of different winner-takes-all type questions. So our running order is going to remain Adrian, followed by Dylan, followed by William, Kenneth, and Vim. So our running order remaining the same. Let's get started with Rugby Showdown. So Adrian,
Ah,
you get to go first.
Family Feud. I gotta go big.
Adrian starting to feel the pressure and feeling the need to go big. So, former All Blacks and Samoa winger Vaiga Twigamala represented Samoa at the 1999
Ooh.
Rugby World Cup alongside his second cousin. Who is his second cousin?
Frank something. I can't remember his surname. I can't remember his surname.
And we've got our 50-22.
Fuck.
Anybody? We've still got William,
Vim.
and Kenneth that can play the 50-22s.
I
No
know.
idea.
I've got the idea. I think
Going
I've got it.
once, going twice. Unfortunately, the time catching up there.
Oh, it wasn't.
Trevor Leota.
Wow, I didn't.
So Sean giving some bit of advice to some of our players, stay away from who or me. Sean hates his jerseys. Dylan,
I'm also going to go big. I'll go traitorism.
Dylan going straight to
No.
Dylan.
Just gonna take it.
And that's an intercept. So we've got Adrian or Kenneth that can intercept.
I'll take
the
it.
traitors.
I'll take it. I got to start.
Oh, you bugger.
I'm not going to ruin you guys' game. I'm not going to ruin the game.
We're playing our own little
Adrian
game.
going-
It's tough.
Adrian going for a big call there as
I have
it's
Yeah,
47
you
plays
won.
45.
Go big or go home, eh?
Might as well.
Let's do it.
So, former winger Rian van Zyl represented the Blitzboks in 1996. Thereafter, he earned 13 caps at test level for another country. Which country did he represent?
Italy. Go.
Okay. So let's move on. Sorry about that. So you're saying Italy?
Yeah.
So I just want to go back to our board. Correct answer there.
Oh,
USA.
Oh,
Does that mean
you
I
know
get
that?
the points?
did you know?
That means
I would have used that.
Dylan getting the 7 points there.
I've just helped you out there, Dylan. Jeez.
Yeah, thank you very much.
My
I need a
pleasure.
bit-
William.
I've got to go identity crisis.
So our big boy is going for the 7 pointers. So identity crisis. Can you name the player in the picture?
Jeez, he's got big legs. Wow. Sure.
I don't even name the teams.
Carlos Spencer, no.
He looks so
Okay,
size.
so the 50-22 coming up before that. So unfortunately, correct answer there.
What?
2004, Sonny Bull Williams.
Okay.
Jeez, I was like, that's definitely not Sunnyball. Yeah.
There's legs. That's
There's
it.
legs, jeepers.
After this, I'll post the original picture on the group.
Yeah. Nah, I
to
believe
show
it.
that Sonny Bull. Right, so that means next up Kenneth.
Let's go. We are the champions.
Kenneth going, we are the champions. So going for the 3-pointer. So name the defending MLR champions.
It's Atlanta, but I don't know the team name. I think it's Atlanta, and I don't know the team name.
Okay.
Give me 2 points again.
Unfortunately, it's not even close to Atlanta. It's
Oh.
LA Coltini.
Should have given us a 50-22.
Right, next
Ja,
up.
Wim, jy
Vim.
kyk maar.
Ugh.
No, Wim can't
I'm
get
just,
it.
I'm gonna go with a beautiful game.
Vim going for the beautiful game. So,
It's gonna
which
be
nation
goals,
won the
I'm
first Olympic gold medal for women's rugby by winning the gold during the 2016 Olympic Games?
Okay, we all know who won the Canada.
Okay, unfortunately, correct answer there, Australia.
Ooh, okay.
But we were, luckily for you, Vim, we're running in reverse order, so you get to go again.
Home ground advantage.
Can't even
I'm
win
going
it.
for home ground advantage. Right, name the stadium.
That your. It's gonna go with AJ Bell.
I'm going for AJ Bell.
Yeah, fuck, I could think.
No, that belongs to the Western Force. That's NRB Stadium. Kenneth.
Tough.
I'm gonna go against the YouTube advice and go for Who Wore Me.
So Kenneth going for who or me. And it's an interception, which means we've still got Dylan or Adrian that can intercept this one.
Dylan, get it wrong on purpose.
Oh no, sorry, Adrian already intercepted, so it's
Yeah,
only
I
Dylan
have
that can
already.
intercept.
Dylan, you have to take it,
You
I'll
sealed
take
the
it.
deal.
Yeah,
Dylan's
I'll take
taking the pool, I think.
Mm.
Okay,
take
going
it.
once.
I'll take it.
Dylan taking the interception.
Get it
Dylan,
wrong
I've
on
just pushed
purpose.
you. I've
Make me
just
look
pushed
good
you,
against
Dylan.
Vin.
Mind games, eh?
Right.
Well, jeepers.
Easy one. Easy one.
I'm so terrible at these. I'm probably going to end up giving you the points, so that's fine anyway.
I wouldn't mind.
And time is up.
There you
So
have
it
I would say
means
Brumbies.
Kenneth getting the points for that round.
Hmm.
And the correct answer there.
The Brumbies.
Cats, yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, you know, okay.
it was indeed.
What an ugly
The
jersey.
Cats.
Yeah, gross.
Horrible.
Right, William.
Let's go the horse. Oh no, sorry,
Sorry?
that was an answer. Sorry, no, I thought that was an answer. A question, whatever. Let's go tier 2, 3 rugby.
Tier 2 or 3 rugby. Right, William. For tier 2 or 3 rugby, name the nation.
Hong Kong.
And William going for Hong Kong there. And that's Hong Kong.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Good shot.
Hold on.
All right, Dylan.
Sure, but go take the take the 5 point or the 3 point. Yeah, mind games here. Don't give myself 3 points, but then Adrian can go 5
No,
points.
I don't think I can. I think you.
Oh,
got it.
mind games going on. Here.
I don't think so because you got the top one. You got the United States. The points went to you when I intercepted it.
Let's go to league converts.
Dylan going
Done it
lead
now.
converts. So, which country did former Wallabies winger
Oh.
Cooper Vuna represent during the 2008 Rugby League World Cup?
Ooh. Jeez.
I know that one.
I don't know
Australia.
one.
Correct
No.
answer there is
Hong Kong.
Tonga.
I'm going, ah.
Right, so Adrian, last one up to you. Now, just remember, if we look at the current scores, get this next one right, and you've officially knocked Xavier out of the tournament.
Oh no. Okay. World Cup legacy. Let's do it, eh?
Going for World Cup legacy. Right, so I give you the finishing positions of the nation for 3 of the events. Can you name the nation?
Jesus Christ.
I know it.
Uh,
And
France.
50
No, fuck. No. I don't know. You're right. I couldn't get it. Eh? I don't
So
know.
we got William, and Wim, and Kenneth that can play their 50-22s.
I had a brick.
I'll try.
Yeah.
Okay, who says he's going to go for his 50-22? Kenneth.
I also don't know, but let me.
I couldn't remember.
2019 didn't make it out of their pool. Wales? No, Scotland.
Unfortunately,
Argentina.
I think it's.
it is Argentina.
Ah, it was.
Argentina.
What did I say? I thought it was Argentina.
Unlucky, Adrian.
Damn it.
Right, so we have come to. Moving on.
Unreal.
Hmm.
I should have gone with my gut there.
Right, gents, so let's quickly look at the scores as we've come to the end of our normal 7 rounds. So, Dylan taking the lead at the end there with a well-timed interception, 52. Adrian on 47. Our first big upset, William on 39. Followed by Kenneth on 29 and Vim still on 16. Right, so what this means is going into our playoff round. We've got Dylan and Adrian moving to the playoff this evening. Right, so for the playoff, gents, William, Vim, and Kenneth, you're not going anywhere yet. So I just want to get our playoff board on. So with the playoff, so we're going to get 3 questions. Of 6 questions, there's 3 questions per player. No 50-22s. No, sorry, before we get to that. There's no 50-22s or interceptions available on this round. You do, however, have your medical jokers available. So what that means is, Dylan and Adrian, each one of you gets can ask one of the eliminated players to help you on a specific question. You may only ask for assistance once, and an eliminated player may not help more than once. So if somebody's already assisted another player, he's not allowed to assist again. So currently, Dylan, you have taken the lead. So that means, do you want to go first or second in our playoff round?
I'll go second.
Oh, come
Dylan
on.
going second. So that means, Adrian, pressure is on you. We've got 3 questions each. It's all up to you at the moment. 1 point on the one 3-pointer or a 5-pointer is enough to knock Xavier out and put you at least up as the best runner-up so far.
I'll go for a 3-pointer. Duhan van der
Okay.
Merwe.
Going for Duhan van der Merwe. So, Scotland winger Duhan van der Merwe broke the Varsity Cup try scoring record for most tries in a single match whilst playing Varsity Cup. How many tries did he score?
4. I don't know, because I don't know, actually, but 4.
Okay,
6.
that was 6 tries.
Oh.
Dylan,
I'll go for
Jesus. That's serious, eh?
Farid Priya.
Dylan going for Rita Priya as a 5-pointer. So, after his World Cup and Super Rugby exploits, the Priya ended up winning 3 Japanese league titles with which Japanese club?
Sun Goliath.
Correct answer there is... It is in fact Sun Goliath. Right, so Adrian, pressure on you now.
I'll go for Family Feud, 5-pointer.
Going for Family Feud, a 5-pointer. So, Samoans Pat Lam and Jack Lam are related to each other in which way?
They are cousins.
And they are
Well done.
cousins. Right, so that means with William, Dylan, your next go.
Let's go for British and Irish Lions.
Okay, Dylan going for British and Irish Lions. Name the first non-British or Irish coach of the British and Irish Lions in the professional era.
Oh wow. Darn it.
Easy.
I don't know that. Ooh. Arthur O'Brien.
Sorry. So the correct answer there,
Graham Henry.
Graham Henry.
Oh.
So William, who was offering his help there, but the correct answer there being Graham Henry. Right, so that means we've got one question each left. Adrian, Dylan taking 57 to Adrian's 52. So at least, gentlemen, we know both of you, whatever happens here, the loser will be the best runner-up to date. What we need to know is who's going to win this on the last one. Adrian, you've got the...
I'm going 7-pointer. 7-pointer.
Go for it, Adrian.
So
Listen,
Adrian
you-
going for the
What did I say?
7 on top.
Don't want to die trying, do I? Might as well,
No.
give it a go.
Yeah.
Name the only country to have hosted the Rugby World Cup sevens twice.
Oh no. Hong Kong.
Yeah, it has to be.
Let's keep the suspense going. Hong
Oh,
Kong.
well done. Well done.
Yay!
Oh,
That was lucky
Right.
guess, eh? Sorry.
Right, gents. So what this means, going into our last question. So we've got Adrian on 59. Dylan, you are on 57. That means you get your identity crisis right, and it's a 1-point winner.
Oh, there we go.
Dylan,
Yeah.
you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
While we wait for that to load,
Is it gonna be?
I need you to name the player.
Ooh.
Easy.
David Campese.
Oh. '91 semi-final, wasn't it? I think.
David Campese.
Because he did up his jersey with the top button.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Right,
Oh,
so
my
what
heart.
that means is 60 plays 59 as Dylan takes it
No.
and books his place in the final. Adrian, your road is probably not done, or you're still in the running. You have toppled Xavier as the best runner up to date, beating out his 48 points.
Oh.
Right. And that's it for Pool B, gents, as we've got our next finalist in the bag. Thank you so much for playing,
Well done,
gents.
Dylan. Well done, eh?
Come on, boys.
Thanks, guys.
Well played, guys.
well done, guys.
Thank you for your time this evening, and thanks
Brutal.
everybody for joining us.
Cheers, Richard. Thank